today. From field in Chicago, this is the National Football League.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, Garoppolo. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And with no return, and the Bears take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And getting this just shy of midfield.
Runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his three-point. He can control the game with his running.
46-yard line.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Anthony Miller.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 24.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now Trubisky lost the football.
Mitchell Trubisky sacked. A fumble.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the miss his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
12-yard line.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
2nd and inches.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he will be very close. close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up
hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Robbie Gould.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
For San Francisco.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Chicago Bears, one of 7 remaining unbeatens in the NFL after 3 weeks, and they're maybe the most surprising, getting their 3rd win. This one in come-from-behind fashion over the very hard-luck Atlanta Falcons. 30-26 was the final, but the big story, the change at quarterback. Mitchell Trubisky gets benched in the 3rd quarter when they're down 26-10. Nick Foles leads them back to victory. So now, Charles, the question everybody's wondering, where do you go from here? I would think Nick Foles is your guy in the foreseeable future, right?
Yeah, and I know that Matt Nagy, the head coach of the Bears, said he and his staff would huddle early in the week and make a decision. But to me, the decision was made when Foles threw the 3 touchdown passes and brought him back to win. I don't know that you keep juggling quarterbacks here. And what the surprise was for me was in the season opener, Mitchell Trubisky got hot in the 4th quarter, brought him back from a big deficit. He didn't get a chance to do that in this game. But I do think it's Nick Foles' team going forward. Unfortunately, they lost running back Tariq Cohen to a knee injury. He's out for the year. But they do have 2 home games coming up. A really good one against Indianapolis and an even better one against Tampa Bay and Tom Brady.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On first down, Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky quickly into the hands of Robinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Caught on the left side by Ginn. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. The kick by Pinheiro is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. But he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On second down, Mostert. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch. And he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs hit, he'd become WR1 for the 49ers. And now with the departure of Emmanuel Sanders, that should give him even more looks. Look for him to catch the ball downfield and also take it out of the backfield.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. He'll get 3 up to midfield. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's good.
I would think that by now people are done underestimating Tariq Cohen because of his stature when they see him at about 5'6", 5'7". But he can do it all. He can run inside, run to the perimeter, but he also catches the ball really well out of the backfield. And he had more receptions than carries last season. He kind of looks like Darren Sproles, who's been his inspiration as an NFL player. In 2018, Tariq Cohen was a Pro Bowler as well.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's got Miller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And it's caught. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
2nd and 2.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That sack by Khalil Mack.
Garoppolo sack.
Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo. He'll swing this out to Mostert. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a fine first half from quarterback Mitchell Trubisky.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And left side here, it's Graham. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Stop made by Fred Warner, who was the Niners' leading tackler during their run to the Super Bowl last year.
And 7.
Flushed out right. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down, a run with Cohen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The ball carrier.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49ers' 40-yard line.
Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Third down.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
The tackle by
the last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and
they go play action with Trubisky. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass incomplete on the throw.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
7 yards to go.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Then he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned the block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Still had 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Raheem Mostert, the ball carrier. He was brought down.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, 49ers.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 38 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
49ers.
Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Kickoff for San Francisco.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
6 brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, Montgomery. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That's another.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And that's caught inside the 35. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Trent Taylor, 65 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Javon Kinlaw able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Play action. It's Trubisky. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. They'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
4 yards on the pickup. second and 6 at the Bears' 23-yard line.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big ball here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sean Gibson.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
A 19-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
They're on the 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Play action. Now Trubisky. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. Victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.
Hey, folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this.
Offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. Looking downfield for Godwin, and it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up fourth down.
Kevin Huber in punt.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught, and the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. Looking deep for Julio. That's going to be caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Julio Jones. 46 yards. And just like that, another ultimate challenge. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. On first and 10, it's Jackson looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson looking downfield for Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there. 64 yards. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
The coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Okay, Coach, we get this challenge started in the first quarter with less than 4 minutes left on the clock. We're still without a score, tied at 0, but you've driven into opponent territory, and it's first and 10. Looking for the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown. Ebron there to make the grab. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
We get this challenge started in the first quarter with less than 4 minutes left on the clock. You lead by a touchdown. Your opponent has possession back on their own 15. First and long. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get... That'll be a safety. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, we begin this challenge in the first quarter with over 3 minutes remaining. You're ahead 7 points. Your opponent has the ball right at midfield as we get set here on first down. He'll get this one to Patrick. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
That's good for A.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. 21-yard line. A first down carry for Smith. No, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Let's send it down to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis for the call.
We begin this challenge in the first quarter with over 3 minutes remaining. We're all tied on the scoreboard at 7 apiece. You have the ball on your own 35-yard line as we get set here, 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Hey everybody, welcome. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Coach, we begin this challenge in the first quarter with over 3 minutes remaining. Tie game, 7-7. You've got the ball on your opponent's 25-yard line. 1st and 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Ingram, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Mark Ingram taking it in. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course, as they have taken the lead.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're all tied up at 14. Your opponent has the ball on their own 40, and it's 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's good. 4.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me?
Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the coach. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Okay, Coach, we will start this challenge off in the second quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. It's a tie ball game, 14 points apiece. Your opponent has possession at your 30-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Coach, thank you. This challenge begins in the second quarter with less than 4 minutes on the clock. We're all tied up at 14. You have possession on your own 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Coverage that time by Deontay Thompson. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking deep for Julio. He's got it at the 15. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Wilson. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because...
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 14 yards that time for number 14. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Our home
extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man, Wilson. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the defense. And he'll return this one field to the 49.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Julio Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And his kick is good.
makes the score.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. First down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on?
And it's caught. Touchdown. Eric Ebron. In the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now it's Wilson. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First down and 10.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. On yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Hello, and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, The Coach. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. We jump into this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 4 minutes to go. It's a tie game, 21-21. Your opponent has the football on their 35-yard line. 2nd and 7. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. A handoff to Smith. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ben to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's going the other way. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Defense.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge. Let's send it down to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis for the call.
We get this challenge started in the 3rd quarter with less than 4 minutes remaining on the clock. We're all tied at 21, but your opponent has possession at your 35-yard line. Short throw taken in by the tight end O'Leary. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Out of bounds.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play. But the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And the ball is knocked out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Hey, everybody, thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Coach, we get this challenge started in the 3rd quarter with less than 4 minutes remaining on the clock. You're down 7. You've got the ball on your own 40, and it's 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now he'll pull it down. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
The coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. To finish this out, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thanks, Coach. For this challenge, we begin in the 3rd quarter with over 3 minutes remaining. You're down 7. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
A gain of 5 brings up
from the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
at the 28-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Short little throw to Ebron. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
14-yard line.
Hey, folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Thanks, Coach. For this challenge, we begin in the 3rd quarter with over 3 minutes remaining. You're down 7. You've got the ball on your opponent's 40. 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Not quite enough that time. Maybe. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. Room here to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course. As they are from the gun, Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Chris Godwin there to make the grab. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.